hockey fans, welcome to another edition of Wolves Hockey Show, Season 3, Episode 4. Number 1 rated hockey theme show on Lakes Region Public Access, still dominating the rankings, Coach.
That's great.
Big weekend, tons of hockey. We had a lot of youth games in the building. We had a couple junior games, and overall, teams did pretty well. Coach, what are your thoughts and reflections on last weekend?
Yeah, a lot of games, a lot of teams in action, so that's always nice to see.
Yep. Now we're starting off with our team that actually had the best weekend of all the teams, our U15 team. They went 3-0. Coach, tell me about the U15s.
Yeah, won all 3 games, so can't really do any better than that. So it was a good weekend. Coach Guerin's team.
Yep, we're going to talk about them a little bit later and show where they are in the standings. But for right now, we're going to show you a clip of the first game of the weekend. Here it is in action against the New England Stars. They get a 3-on-1 rush. Evan Guerin gets it over to Cam Plum with the great finish. Wolves won this game 8-1. Great job, guys. Coach, what are you seeing out of Cam Plum so far this season?
Yeah, he's a good player and off to a good start. I think he's the leading scorer on the team, so he's a good one to keep an eye on.
Absolutely.
Coach, how did the U16 team do this past weekend?
U16 split their games. We lost on Friday night against Seacoast Academy, and then we won on Saturday against the Canton Bulldogs. I thought the Seacoast game was, again, one of our best competitions all year. We played them really hard. It was 3-1 late. They got an empty netter at the end there, but I was really impressed with the team's effort. The second game, they rebounded really well, traveled down to Canton, Mass, and we won that game 5-2 against the Canton Bulldogs, and that was a good team effort. A couple of clips we're going to show you right now. So here is an offensive zone face-off late in the third period, about 5 minutes to go. Zach Spikuza on the draw. Wolves get it back after a good forecheck. Rims around, comes up top to Liam Grogan. He gets it over to Ethan Abram-Hale with a great shot through a screen. Made the game 3-1, and that was one of the standout plays of the game. Great job, guys. And here's action from Saturday night down in Canton, Mass. Defensive zone faceoff, Zach Spikuza on the draw. Wolves are able to break the puck out. Ethan Abram-Hale leading the breakout there. For a quick turnover at the blue line, Wolves were able to recover. There, nice play again by Liam Grogan. Quick 3-on-1 rush. Gets it over to Gage Winter, who hits Spikuza backdoor to take the early lead. Wolves win this game 5-2. So one player, Coach, who's been stepping up, I'd say in the last 2-3 weeks, really kind of separated himself a little bit, is Zach Spikuza. He's been in the program for 4 years now, come all the way up from the first season at the 14s level. Now he's playing 16s. What have you seen out of Zach?
I think he's a hard worker, and it shows during the games. Not the biggest guy, but always plays hard.
Yeah, and from having him as the 16s coach the last 2 years, he's really coachable too. You tell him maybe try something different here, or you want to be here on this particular play in a game, and he takes that information, implements it in his game, and then you see a big transformation week to week. So good job, Zach. Keep up the good work. Coach, what do we have for the 18 splits this weekend?
Played the Long Bay Wildcats. Heard they played well, but lost that game.
Maybe is that the best name in all of New Hampshire hockey, the Long Bay Wildcats?
I don't know where Long Bay is, to be honest.
I'm still searching for Long Bay, but we got a clip we're going to show you right now. So here's some first period action by the U18s against Long Bay. Some of the guys who really stood out on this team, Cody Emerson and his brother Austin. And then in nets, both Matthew Dunn and Colton Goodham have been really strong all season. Good job, guys. So Coach Latrell's U18 Foals had just one game this weekend. Tell me a little about the 18s.
Yeah, played against Manchester, lost 3-2. It was a really tight game, and they played well in that game also.
The Manchester team is the number 1 team in the standings. The Wolves are sitting at about 3rd place, right in that playoff picture. But I think it was a good confidence builder, even though they lost. I think they played hard down the stretch, competing for the last second. So good job by that team. We got a clip we're going to show you right now. So here's some first period action. Wolves get a puck to the net, and there on the tap-in is Ethan Bickford. They've been playing well all season, but really kind of stepped it up in these last 2-3 weeks. led by the example of Ethan Bickford, their captain. Good job, guys. So, Coach, the EHL Premier had just one game this weekend. It was a road trip down to Seahawks in Cape Cod. Tell me about that a little bit.
Yeah, they played a good game against Seahawks. I think the final was 5-2, 6-2, but was a good all-around effort. Just got outscored.
Yeah. And who are some of the top kids that you've seen over these last couple of weeks? Who are some of the top kids that have kind of come separate themselves from the pack a little bit on the P team?
I think Eli Baker has been probably the best player, and he's had some really strong games recently.
Yeah, Brubaker's been good, and then they had a bunch of different guys in nets. I don't think they figured out their starter yet. Anybody in nets kind of look good to you?
Yeah, I mean, I think everyone's looked okay, and they're kind of all kind of battling for playing time right now. And I think if somebody steps up and plays really well, they can play a bit more down the stretch.
We got a goal we're going to show you from the Seahawks game. Here's first period action on the power play. Wolves are up 5-4 in the main advantage. There's Kenny, gets it across the ice to Rambo, down to Brubaker, back to Rambo, and he's got the finish. Both Kenny and Rambo are players from some of our European players who've been standing out in the last couple weeks. Good job, guys. Our coach, the EHL team played Friday and Saturday. Tell me about their weekend a little bit.
Yeah, so on Friday we're also down in against Seahawks, lost 3-2. 4-3 in overtime, and then on Saturday back home versus Walpole Express, lost 7-1.
Now the Saturday game, we did a little salute to troops, and we had a ceremonial puck drop. Tell me about that a little bit.
Yeah, Chuck Tucker, host family, veteran.
Yeah.
Dropped the puck. He was very excited about it. He was here about 3 hours prior to puck drop. Just sitting in the stands, getting mentally ready for the puck drop.
Whatever you got to do to get ready for that performance, you got to do. And Chuck is an all-time great, that's for sure. We also raised some money during that game for the Wounded Warrior Project, so that's a nice crowd for that game. So we got a couple clips we're going to show you right now.
It's on Friday versus Seahawks with minute 30 left in the game. Third-year player Jack Ennis would get the puck and tie the game up. Nice shot. This is the goal from Saturday's game against Walpole Express. Strong forecheck and point shot from Declan House was deflected by Drew Arpin.
So, Coach, not the result you're looking for on Saturday on the weekend, but we got a good group. We got a good group of guys in there, and they we're out doing team building stuff, college visits today. What do you think are the things that are right now not clicking for the EHL team? What would they do to do better?
Yeah, I think mostly the other teams play better than us and score more goals than we do. Get better goaltending. If we can fix those three things, I think we'll be okay. But it's I think we have good players, but it's been 7 games now, so just jury's still out on that.
All right. Hit the nail on the head, Coach. All right.
Simple game.
Well, we have coming up an interview with Jack Kovacs and Daniel Lopez Franco of the U16s. All right, fans at home, here we have 2 members of our U16 team. First appearance this season, 5 members of the U16. We have Jack Kovacs from California and Daniel Lopez Franco from Illinois via Pennsylvania.
Yep.
Now, guys, welcome to the Bulls Hockey Show.
Thanks, Coach. Thanks for having us.
I don't know if you know this, but we're the #1 rated hockey theme show on Lakes Region Public Access, currently dominating viewers in the Lakes Region. So this is a big moment for you guys.
I bet.
Now, Jack, tell me about your start in hockey.
My start in hockey, so I was around 6, 7. I got introduced to freestyle skating, or just public skating on the rink by my buddy's dad. And then one day we saw the in-house kids just skating around and stuff, and I was like, I want to play hockey too. So then we went to the Play It Again sports store and got some skates, got a stick, and went out there.
Nice. What rink was this?
Aliso Viejo Ice Palace in California.
Very cool. Daniel, same question for you.
Basically started street hockey. I with my neighbor. I was the youngest kid, and they always had me as goalie. So I don't know why I enjoyed it so much. And then I started watching hockey, and I said, "Hey, I want to do this now." So and then the rest is history.
Nice. Now, where was that?
Back home in Chicago,
Okay. What's the name of the town?
Cary, Illinois.
Cary, Illinois. Nice. So, you guys have been off to a great start. Both Jack is forward on the U16s. He's doing well. And Daniel's our goaltender, and he's had some really, really strong games and doing really well. Tell me about your experience so far in the Lakes region. Daniel, you go first.
First off, it's really beautiful here. Like, obviously, October, sometimes it's gray, sometimes it's not, but like the change in leaves is beautiful. Can't wait for snow to be there, besides the roads. But obviously, it just looks really beautiful. I love building. This whole experience is like new, but I can't wait to keep going.
Cool. Jack?
Just being up here it's really beautiful. Yeah, like what he was saying, like the lakes and stuff, all the sites, the hikes that we've been on, just sightseeing and stuff. Really crazy, really good, beautiful.
It's got to be very different than California.
Yeah, it's a lot more green, that's for sure.
A little colder.
A little colder.
What's the
chilly.
temperature in California right now? On the spot.
Like 70, 75.
You sure about that?
I think so, man.
Okay, nice. Now, tell me about the team so far. Like, you've had some strong weekends against some good competition. We also had some league games where, we beat up on some teams. But and then we had a great weekend this past weekend where we played a really strong opponent. Had to learn some lessons from that game. Daniel, tell me about what you've seen playing hockey up in the Northeast.
I've definitely seen, since coming from the Midwest, it's definitely a different style of hockey. Where in the Midwest, it's more shut down and everything's like crashing that hard. This is definitely more like skill based. But I definitely see this team has a lot of potential to go far. It's still very early in the season, and I think the only way is up.
Cool.
Yeah.
Cool. Now, similar question to you, Jack. Except you're in California. There's a lot of hockey in California, but there's no college hockey.
Mm-hmm.
Now you've been here in the Northeast, and you've played at UMass Lowell's rink.
Yeah.
You've played at some other college rinks that are up here in the Northeast. Tell me about that experience, getting to see a different type of hockey in a different setting.
Yeah, definitely. It's just it's definitely a lot. It's a bigger atmosphere. There's definitely more people watching you play. Just playing at those kind of rinks you don't really have that back home. So it's a nice new look, I guess.
Cool.
Yeah.
Now you guys are both billeting up here in the Lakes region. Daniel is living with the Denning family in Bristol, and Jack is living with the Haynes family here in Laconia. Tell me what is the favorite food, what meal you've had for dinner?
It's got to be
Jack,
the orange.
you go first.
It's all right. It's got to be the orange chicken and rice. It's just there's nothing bad to say about it. It's
Shout
really
out to Deb Haynes with
delicious.
the orange chicken and rice. Daniel, what do you got?
It's got to be the meat quiches that she makes in the morning. Nothing will be better.
Quiche?
Yeah,
That sounds pretty good.
yeah.
You like eggs in there too?
Eggs. There's egg spinach. She puts bacon in it. It's so good.
Wow, that's amazing.
Makes a crust from scratch too. It's so good.
That's awesome. So this is both of you guys your first time living away from home. You're in a new environment. You're with the host family. What are some of your goals out of hockey? What do you want to see in the next 3, 4, 5 years come of your hockey career? Jack, you go first.
I definitely want to play juniors, and then get a scholarship and play in college hockey. That's what I'm hoping for. That's what I'm working for. So hopefully someday.
And Daniel?
Play juniors. Either go overseas or play college hockey. Let's see where the road takes me. So.
Yeah. Well, you guys are both working hard towards those goals. I've seen improvements out of both of you guys and looking forward to where the season takes us. Thanks for coming on the show, guys.
Thanks,
for having
Coach.
us.
So, Coach, what have you seen out of Jack and Daniel, these two young players?
Yeah, two good players. Jack, big forward, hardworking guy, and Daniel's looked great in the nets.
Yeah. And I think I've seen them, it's been an adjustment for them. Anytime you're a kid, 15, 16, moving away from home, meeting 20 new friends, it's an adjustment period. And I think they've handled that really well. So it's good to have them in the program. Similar team is our U15 team. Those are local kids mostly, but they've been off to an exceptional start. They're first place in the NEPHL. They're right in the playoff hunt, playing at the U16 Tier 2 level and older level. So it's exciting to see where that team is headed. Coach, tell me about what makes the U15 program so successful and who are some standout players?
Yeah, I think probably starts with the coach, John Guerin. Always does a good job putting the team together and getting those guys to play their best. I think some standout players been Cam Plum and Evan Guerin are two forwards up front who look really good.
Yeah, and they'll have their playoffs coming up here in about 2.5 weeks for the NEPHL. They're firmly in first place, so it's hopefully they can bring home the hardware on that one. And then a week after that, they'll have their U16 Tier 2 playoffs. They're right in the thick of it, so they got a couple more games here they got to solidify before they can have that seed in the net. So looking forward to some good results out of the 15th.
Yeah, playoffs in October.
It's kind of wild.
Yeah.
I don't know who made those
Like
rules.
the Red Sox.
Yeah, there's only one sport that plays playoffs in October, but hockey,
Yeah.
for what it's worth. Also, this month, we have our pancreatic cancer awareness month. We're doing the pledge drive with the EHLP team. You can still go on the website, contribute to that. So far, we have in just donations, we have $1,500 contributed in just outright donations, and we have pledges that are going on to be paid at the end of the month, provided that team keeps winning games, scoring goals, and not letting goals in. So we want to continue to keep people donating for pancreatic cancer awareness. Coach, what have you seen out of Sam Boucher? He's really impacted his family. What type of player is Sam?
I think Sam already you can notice improvements from the first day he was here. It's only been a couple months, so as long as you just keep getting better every day and can really get better throughout the year.
Yeah, and he's one of those players, a young player, 04, a bunch of 04s on the EHL Premier team. That best days are ahead for sure. So thanks for tuning in, guys. And it's been we're looking for some great hockey this weekend. What do we have coming up for the EHL and EHLP team in terms of games?
Yeah, EHL plays on Wednesday down in Bedford, Mass, against East Coast Wizards. Then there's the showcase in Walpole coming up on next weekend already. So some more games ahead of us here.
And a lot of colleges always come to that showcase because it's right in the hub of it all. So that'll be a great opportunity for some of those guys to get seen and get some college opportunities. Great. Well, thanks for tuning in.
For more info, you can go to any-wolveshockey.com.